Hello, everyone. It's wonderful to be here. I would like to take you through an experience. I would like you to raise your right hand and put it over your heart. And we will stay in silence for 5 seconds. Do you feel that heartbeat? And that is what we're all gonna talk about and listen about. The thing is, the biggest distance between two humans are prejudice. We tend to identify people, we tend to put labels on people among how they wear something. Either they are tall, they are short, they are fat, they are open, they are closed. Everything we tend to talk and think about, and we have this prejudice. We may know their names, we may even know their lives, but we do not know how the story goes. So everyone on this planet tries to belittle the hero within. The thing is, I will tell you something about my story. I was born with a genetic disease that my blood wouldn't clot. It's not hemophilia, it's much more deadlier than this because it's secret, you cannot identify it. So when I fell down from the internal bleeding, I was about to die. I had more than 1,000 allergies. I was allergic. I'm not talking about itching and scratching business. I'm talking about being hospitalized just because a sun ray touched my ear. I was allergic to spring, to horse shit. I was allergic to everything you can imagine. Sun cream and sun. So the life wasn't easy. The thing is, when I was 17, I saw my father become purple and fell down because of an internal bleeding. I jumped down somewhere and found the ambulance from the street. My father was saved. On the age of 18, I take a phone call. And suddenly, somebody in the other side of the line says, "Who are you? Are you a relative of this and that?" And I say, "Yes, I'm the son." And it was a police officer saying that your father had a vital car accident. The doctor says he's not going to live. You may come and get the body if you want. And I was shocked. And we went, we got the body, we put him on intensive care. The doctors get out. They say, look, on intensive care, if they say, let's open the doors for visit, it's time to say goodbye. Anybody that had somebody in the intensive care, they will know it. And the doctor said, your father has less than 5% of living chance. And after that, my mom became cancer 5 times. My father had 2 car accidents and 1 cancer. So when I'm in the intensive care, in front of the intensive care, I did the first thing. Instinctively, I started self-pity. I started to cry. I said, oh, please help my mom, my dad, everything is going. And it was all crowded, all of our friends, the friends' fathers, moms, everybody was there. When the sun set, I was all alone. Nobody asked which papers I should sign. Where would I find the medicine? So I said, no more self-pity. It doesn't work. The second thing is the biggest bullshit of the Western world. Motivation. You know, you motivate yourself. You say, this, I'm going to success. Yes, it's going good. And just a nurse comes out of the room, just does this to me, bam, motivation is gone. Let me motivate you till every cell feels. You go out at that door, you take a phone call, mom is cancer. Where did the motivation go? Motivation only is a fairy tale of the sea when it's calm. When you need it, it just flees away. The third thing, the biggest thing I found was a different thing. From the age of 12, I started discovering the human abilities, how you could heal something, how to use the mind power, why we are living, why we have this heartbeat. And the third thing was very important. When my father woke up, he couldn't talk, he had the tracheostomy, he wrote, you need to save me to the doctors because I have a family to look after. And I promised myself, I said, if the father and mom is saved, I'm going to pay it forward to every person I see on this planet. So 2 lives I was in debt, and I had to pay it. And you can't imagine, I would go to brush my mom's hair because of chemotherapy. The hair would fall onto my hand. I would wash my hair. I would wipe away my tears. And I would go on stage, help people so mom and sons would not have the same enormous, tremendous amount of pain that I experienced. I would go to my father. He was on wheelchair nearly 1 year. I would take him like this. I would take him to have several steps. I would put him down. I would hug him. I would go to some places, some charities, so I would help the people with spinal diseases. So when you give value to your heartbeat, these are the things, when the storm comes, you feel more powerful. Everything changes. And you know what? All of you will go to movies with laser eyes, you have the capes and everything. You tell this to the people that these are the heroes. I've spent my life in war zones, in prisons, in front of intensive care. By the way, I studied medicine and became a physical therapist. And I've never seen a Batman coming to save the children. I've never seen a Superman coming to save lives of mom and dad. So it was all us. Not a fearless guy, a mom which the breasts are gone, the hair is gone, a father which cannot walk. We were the true heroes of our lives. So if anybody comes to belittle your ambition and story, just walk away. Just walk away, because everybody is having a challenge. They do not know which kind of parents you had. Were you abused? Were you sexually harassed? Which kind of relationships you had? Which kind of unsuccessful moments you had? But everybody will have prejudice. How you look, how you wear, how you dress, how you do everything. That's the thing about it. We need to see there lies a story in that chest room. And that story matters. So all of the society, all of the media will say, you're too short, you're too fat, you're too black, you're too white, you're dressed like this, you're not successful enough, you're not CEO enough, you're not big enough, you do not have the money enough. They will make you feel that you are not enough. Here, today, I came here to tell you the opposite. Yes, you matter for this world. And everybody who has a life going on here, they have a story. You know, I wasn't good on sports. I didn't play the piano very well. I only had my talk, my language. That's why I wrote 4 books. I started giving seminars. I do not know what will you contribute to this world. I'm not the one to choose it, because every one of us is a different instrument. It's a unique space in time. But you have something to contribute to this world. And I will not let anyone belittle who you are. That's why I would like to take you on a journey which we will free your inner hero. Everything is all right? I want you to put your right hand over your heart. We will close our eyes, definitely not going out of the meditation. Eyes closed, we can start. We will take a journey to the past. You're in the old house of yours. These are the childhood times. The room may not seem so wealthy, but still, there's a nice vibe in the atmosphere. Everyone in your family is in the room. And you are a small child. Your dreams haven't been ripped off yet. from your heart. You know that you can change the world. Instead of criticizing and judging people, you tend to love them. You haven't been taught to be a racist now. This little one holds the key to a different world. This little hero has the ambition. I want you to enter the room, find this little one, go and hug them. Hold the young one's hand, and you will walk through the timeline of your life. Look, this is the first place you fell on your knees. You remember it hurt so much? The knees are fine. This is the first place you fell in love. You felt your heart shattered into pieces. You still love people. This is the place where you nearly gave up. You know, we kept going on. And open today's life of yours. And show it to the little one. We have succeeded, my friend. Nothing could take our love away. We can slowly open our eyes. The people will tell me why you are doing this, why you are making us cry, why you are putting us in an emotional state. What would I do? Does anybody not know about positive thinking in this room? Everybody knows either this way or the other. Law of attraction, positive thinking in a religious way, all these things. Do you think the world is going any better? Not really. The corruption is going worse. The crime is going worse. The environmental problems are going worse. So it's not about wishful thinking. I'm talking about action. That heartbeat creates the action. And you know, the people say, oh, Metin, I'm too realistic, you're too idealistic, the world cannot be changed. No. I tell everything backed up by science. You know how the world can change with small gestures, small actions, with a smile. It's called the mirror neurons. Does anybody know what mirror neurons are? Looks like lots of people know. So when in the mammals, when there's a horde, where there's a group of mammals, when you're in some mindset, the mindset is wirelessly copied to the other members of the horde. So when you start to laugh, everybody starts to laugh involuntarily. when you frown, when you're angry, everybody will take that stance because there is something attacking to the heart. When you start to throw up, maybe you ate something poisonous. Everybody starts to throw up. When you start to yawn, everybody starts to yawn. So every single action is spread through mirror neurons. So now I ask you, you will open up the newspaper on the third page, you will see a guy killing a woman. You will see that news every day. And I ask you, are you responsible? Were you the one who pulled the trigger? You will confidently say no. I'm not into these things. I don't know how to use a gun. I would never commit a crime. I have bad news for you because it doesn't go like this. So when you just get out from here, you just don't like to smile, you kind of being rude, you're not in the mood, you hop into a taxi. That taxi driver will not even see your face, but will copy your anger, your tension by mirror neurons. That taxi driver will fight on the street with someone. That guy will go home, will torture the lady he has. So a young son will see that the father is torturing the mom. And that guy, when he's grown up, what will he do with the girlfriend when there's a problem arising? He will take the gun, BAM! He will shoot. You will confidently say that I'm not responsible. I will say, with every crime that is committed, with every massacre on this planet, we are all responsible for it. So it's better that we take the responsibility. Every smile that you steal from your face, from your love's face, will turn the corner, become a bullet, will hit some children's heart. And that's why we all have this heartbeat. And coming from nowhere, not a wealthy family, all these illnesses, all these traumas I have, I try to do my best. And I do not believe I'm special. I do not believe I'm chosen. I believe that every one of you has a story to be told. So this year I'm here. Next year, how many of you want to be here? That's the thing. It's not about making the crowds listen. It's not about leading the crowds. The real leader is the one who will create tomorrow's leaders. So which one of you will tell the story of your life, which will inspire everyone in this room next year, in somewhere else? And I want you to hear that heartbeat again. Put your hand. That heartbeat can change the world. So you better make it count. Thank you very much.